In today's video, we're going to be talking about my opinion on why it's still an opportunity to convert your dollars into silver, even though the spot price is in the mid-20s. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and why I still consider it to be an opportunity without moving the goalpost. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today, I wanted to do a little bit of a continuation. A couple days ago, maybe 2 or 3 days back, I posted a video talking about whether or not I think it's too late for someone who hasn't even gotten started stacking to begin stacking silver. Obviously, those of us who have been stacking for a couple weeks, couple months, couple years, couple of decades, the answer for us, if we were questioned, is it too late to continue stacking? The answer would more than likely be no. It's not too late to continue. But was it too late to get started? Two completely different stories. That's what that video was about. Today, I wanted to talk about why I still consider it to be an opportunity. Somewhat of a continuation from that video, but a little bit different of a direction. Back in 2018 and 2019, I used to say all the time that, from my perspective, through my eyes, in my opinion, I think anything under $20 is a fire sale. Complete and total opportunity to convert your dollars into silver. Anything under $20. I used to say this all the time, 2018 and 2019, and every single time I would mention that, I would always get somebody in the comment section asking me, since I'm always using $20 as the benchmark, would my stance change if spot price were to surpass the $20 mark? Why, what if we saw $21? What then? And I used to respond to those comments by saying, I would still consider it to be a deal. I would absolutely capitalize on silver if the spot price were to surpass the $20 mark. However, I stand by what I'm saying. And here we are in 2021, and I still stand by that. Anything under $20, in my opinion and from my perspective, was almost like the opportunity of a lifetime. Now, of course, spot price is only a couple dollars higher than it was back then. Premiums have gone up a little bit. It's not impossible to get your hands on silver, but it's definitely not under $20. And back in 2018 and 2019, when I was the one running around saying anything under $20, anything under $20, anything under $20, I didn't think it would be appropriate anytime in 2020 or now in 2021 for me to say anything along the lines of anything under $30. Because now we're in the mid-20s, and we actually saw the spot price of silver go all the way up to just under $30. It was $29 and change. I was still converting my dollars into silver. Obviously. I was posting videos about silver every single day. All year so far, I have not missed a day. All 2020, hadn't missed a day. Every single day I'd post a video. 99% of the time it was about silver. I was still talking about silver. I was still enjoying silver. I was still stacking silver. And I was still believing in silver. Even though it was no longer under $20. I still thought it was an opportunity. I still thought it was a really good deal. And I was still converting my dollars into it. But I thought it would be a little bit inconsistent of me to move the goalposts and all of a sudden start running around saying, oh, anything under $30 is a fire sale. I didn't think that was a very appropriate thing to do. And one could ask, what happens in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years? Maybe sooner, or maybe later. But what if the spot price finally surpasses the $30 mark again? What if it goes to, I don't know, $36 for a troy ounce of silver? It would be inappropriate for me to be running around saying anything under $40 is an opportunity. That would be inconsistent, at least in my opinion. And the same could be said about those who make predictions about where silver's going to go. They say it's going to be this very specific number by this very specific date, and you see a lot of this online. I don't know why people do this, but still, to this day, I get comments on my videos from people saying that
silver's gonna hit $100 this year.
And I say to them, I'm like, okay, I just copy and pasted your name and searched it in my comments, and you said the same exact thing last year. And the year before. Moving the goalpost is something that I don't agree with, especially when it's constantly moving the goalpost. When you're always pushing it farther and farther and farther back.
Oh, it's gonna happen this week.
And then it doesn't happen this week.
It's gonna happen next week.
And then it doesn't happen next week.
Well, it's gonna happen in February.
And then it doesn't happen in February.
Yeah, but March for sure, I promise, guarantee, mark my words.
It's inconsistent. And it's not something I agree with. It's not something I align with. It's not something that I do. It's not something that I believe in. I go by what spot price is today. I look at the current spot price of silver and I see, okay, 24, maybe 25, maybe 26 bucks. Whatever the current spot price is, it's always fluctuating. But every single day when I check and I see what the spot price is, and then I go either to the coin shop or maybe some of my favorite online precious metal dealing websites, and I check out the type of silver that I would most likely want to convert my dollars into, and I see what kind of deals or sales or discounts they have going on, or maybe I look at the low premium stuff, or maybe the 90% silver so I don't have to pay as much over spot per troy ounce. I always shop around. I always keep my eyes peeled. I'm always on the lookout, and I'm always hunting for a good deal, especially when it comes to my silver and my gold. And that's why from day one, I was always a low premium silver kind of guy. I always went for the silver rounds, the generic silver bars, the low premium but highly recognizable silver coins, such as the Canadian Maple Leaf, or the Austrian Philharmonic, or the British Britannia, or the American Silver Eagle, although you might be able to scratch the Silver Eagle off the list of low premium pure silver 1 troy ounce silver coins, because it's kind of hard to say that it's still a low premium silver coin, because in 2020 we really saw the premiums on Silver Eagles cranked up, because it's just the most recognizable and desired and trusted and sought after pure silver 1 troy ounce silver coin on the planet. It's the coin that everyone gravitates towards. It's the coin that 2020 showed us everybody did, in fact, gravitate towards that coin. Everybody said, forget the Maples, I'm going after the Eagles. People in other countries went after the Silver Eagle over the coin of their country. That's how you know. Silver Eagle, I don't want to say that it blows all the other coins out of the water, but I would say it's the superior 1 troy ounce pure silver coin on the planet. That's what I believe. And it's clearly what a lot of other people believe as well. But in addition to the Silver Eagle, which by the way I took a step away from last year, when the premiums went up, I said, okay, even though it's the foundation of my stack, even though it's the base of my stack, even though it's the coin of my country and my coin of choice, I had to take a step away from it. I couldn't bring myself to pay those kind of premiums. And I got a lot of comments from people back then when I said that I'm no longer picking up Silver Eagles, at least until the premiums come back down. I got comments from people saying things along the lines of, what difference does it make what the premiums are? If you believe in silver, you believe that it's going to do big things. You believe it's going to surpass the $30 mark eventually, and the $40 mark, and the $50 mark, and potentially beyond. If you believe that's going to happen, what difference does it make what the premiums are when spot price is only in the low to mid 20s? What's the difference? And I would say to them, I was like, well, what point does it serve converting $10, $15 over spot just for the premium on one coin? Because back then, Silver Eagles were going for $10, $15 over spot on pretty much every single website. I said to these people, I was like, what purpose does it serve to convert $10, $15 over spot for this coin when I can just convert $5 over spot for that coin? It's still a troy ounce of silver. It's still pure silver. And even if it's not pure silver, it's still silver. Even though I understood the importance of diversification, 2020 really highlighted that for me. It really showcased that at the end of the day, whether you're working with a Silver Eagle or a Maple Leaf or a Philharmonic or a Libertad or a kilo bar or a 100-ounce bar or a 1 gram silver bar or generic silver or 90% silver, regardless of the specifics, one thing remains the same. They're all silver. At the end of the day, silver is silver. Which sounds like common sense, and it is. But fact of the matter is, I decided I'm going to do what I've been doing since I got started stacking, which was focusing on the low premium silver. Because after all, what I'm mostly going after is the weight, and I also prefer the ability to be recognized. I don't want to get a big cinder block of silver. I would much rather get maybe a sunshine bar or an RCM bar, or when it comes to silver rounds, buffalo rounds or sunshine rounds, when it comes to coins, eagles, maples, philharmonics, coins like that. When it comes to quote-unquote junk silver, I like going for, well, you don't really have too many choices, but the Roosevelt dimes, Mercury dimes, Washington quarters, Standing Liberty quarters, any of the half dollars, piece dollars, Morgan dollars. I love 90% as well, because they're silver. 90% of the coin is silver, and silver is silver. So even though spot price is no longer below $20, and it no longer aligns with what I used to say about how anything under $20 is a complete and total fire sale, in my opinion, it's a little bit higher up than where it was back then, but I do personally still consider it to be an opportunity, and nothing's changed. My opinion hasn't changed. My beliefs haven't changed. I'm saying the same thing today, what I was saying back in 2018 when people were asking me, well, what happens if silver surpasses the $20 mark? I never said in 2018 that if silver passes $20, I'm done with silver. I never said that. I said I would continue to stack silver. Depending on the spot price, I might lower the bar in terms of how much silver I'm acquiring or how many dollar bills I'm converting into silver, but I never said I would stop if spot price surpassed the $20 mark. I haven't stopped. I stopped for 3 months, and that was just because when everything came crashing down in 2020, I didn't know how my income was going to be affected. So I said, hey, you know what? Let me hang on to the cash. I might need it. Could be a financial emergency or some type of economic hardships in my life. Who knows? Let me hang on to the cash. Then after 3 months, I realized that it wasn't nearly as dramatic as the news was making it out to be, and I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to get back to the silver. And you want to know what I did with that cash for the 3 months? Just kept it in my safe. I didn't do anything with it. So now I had 3 months worth of cash saved up to convert into silver. So I could get 3 months worth of silver right now if I wanted to. Back then, this was in the summer of 2020. I can make up for lost time because I saved all the cash that I would have been converting into silver anyway. Silver was still the priority. Silver was still the focal point. Silver was still number one on the list in terms of the precious metals. Now, it's still my precious metal of choice. It's still number one in terms of the precious metals for me. But this year so far, and a good portion of last year, 2020, I decided to prioritize gold a little bit more than I had been in previous years. When I started stacking at the very end of 2017, I didn't pick up any gold. Nothing but silver. Early 2018, no gold, just silver. Then I picked up a little bit of gold in 2018. 1, 2, maybe 3 little gold pieces. A 1 gram gold bar. Maybe 2 gold eagles, fractional gold eagles, that is. 2019, did the same thing. Gold eagle, maybe a gold maple or 2. Then in 2020, when I started to understand the importance of diversification, I just started to go a little bit harder on gold. I need more silver, of course, but I really need more gold. I realized that I was severely lacking in the gold department and decided to play catch up a little bit and said to myself, hey, you know what? I'm not going to take my focus off of silver. I'm still going to focus on the silver, but I'm going to give gold a little bit more attention than I've been over the last couple of years. And that's what I've been doing. I've been kind of flipping back and forth. I pick up some silver, and next precious metal pickup, I pick up some gold, then I go back to silver, then gold, and silver, then gold. That's pretty much how I've been doing things. Because I still consider them both to be massive opportunities, especially if you take into account where they're going to go, and arguably more importantly, where the dollar bill is going to go. That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Where's the dollar bill going to go? What's the future of the dollar bill? I don't think it's looking too bright and sunny for the dollar bill, if you ask me. I don't think the dollar bill is going to necessarily make a comeback. Although, if the frugality continues over the next couple of years, and you gotta also, it's not just about earning and spending. You gotta understand the velocity of money, and you have to understand a lot of different things, like this whole big mathematical equation. But I don't necessarily think that the purchasing power of the dollar bill will be restored. That's for sure. Inflation might be delayed. I know everybody's anticipating inflation really kicking in over the next couple weeks or months. I personally don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be a couple years down the road, and even that could be delayed for a variety of different reasons. But the question you have to ask yourself is, what's the future of the dollar bill? Some people are thinking about the next couple weeks, months, maybe years. Even I'm thinking about the next couple of years for the dollar bill. But that's not even what you need to focus on in terms of the dollar bill. You have to think long term. 3, 4, 5 years is not long term. That's short term. What about 10, 15 years? Where's the dollar going to be at that point? What will you be able to buy at the grocery store with a $100 bill in 15 years? Probably a Snickers bar at the register. Or one of those cheap little pairs of sunglasses that they always have on display. Maybe you can get one of them with $100. Who knows? That's what inflation can do to the dollar bill. And my method of combating inflation is by stacking silver and gold. I showed a family member of mine one of my gold coins last night. Went to visit, and I said, hey, you want to see what Austrian gold looks like? Showed a Philharmonic. They asked me how much it cost, and I was like, well, it didn't really cost anything if you think about it. I just traded my dollars for it, and I could just trade the gold back for roughly the same amount of dollars if I needed to or if I wanted to. So it's almost like a savings account that can fit in my pocket if you think about it. But to answer the question, it's about 200 and maybe $15, give or take. I know it's a little bit higher of a premium, which contradicts what I said about silver, but in terms of gold, I do like fractional gold, and I don't necessarily mind paying a little bit higher of a premium. I don't go for proofs, I don't go for collectibles or anything like that, but I go for fractional, and the premium is a little bit higher than I guess you can say it needs to be, but I always have seen it as a security expense since you're dealing with a much larger dollar amount packing into gold as opposed to silver. Just personal preference. But I see it as just a savings account. That's all it really is to me. It's my way of combating inflation. If and when inflation kicks in, which is, I guess you can say, inevitable. Shouldn't even say if inflation kicks in, but when inflation kicks in. I like to think that I'll stand a little bit better of a chance than all the people out there who are just saving their dollar bills. You want to know why that is? It's because they're not even saving their dollar bills. They're spending their dollar bills. Obsessive consumerism has gotten the better of probably 99%. But there is still a small number of people who are in fact saving their dollar bills because, save it for a rainy day. I might need this one day. All the people with savings accounts. When inflation kicks in, that savings account doesn't really matter all that much. because it didn't do anything to protect you from inflation. You put $1,000 in a savings account, couple years down the road, 5, 10, 15 years down the road, you generated all that interest. Sure, you got rich. That $1,000 is now worth $1,000.46. All that interest racked up, well worth it, I'm sure. But what can you buy with $1,000? 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road, when inflation has beaten the dollar bill into the ground. Instead of putting that $1,000 into a savings account and politely requesting for the bank to
Please take care of it for me because I can't take care of it for myself.
what if you were to put that $1,000 into, I don't know, half an ounce of gold? And then 5, 10, 15 years down the road, when the dollar bill continues to take a beating, continues to get pummeled into the ground, spot price of gold is likely to be, I can't say for sure because I don't know, I'm not a psychic, but spot price is likely to be quite a bit higher, because when fiat goes down, money goes up. Fiat reference to dollars and money reference to precious metals. Did you make money when spot price went up? One could say yes. I would probably say no. I consider it to be money saved. What happens if $1,000 that you put into gold becomes worth $2,000? One could say that they made $1,000 on their initial $1,000 that they put in. I don't really see it that way, because somebody could have just held on to their $1,000 without putting it into gold or without putting it into any type of appreciating asset or an investment of some sort or anything. That $1,000, what if it loses half of its purchasing power? With that $1,000, you can only buy something that $500 would have been able to get you back in the day. When now you have $2,000, and it can still get you what that $1,000 could have got you back in the day. But the person who saved their $1,000 can only get $500 worth of stuff, while you might be able to get $1,000 worth of stuff. That's why I consider it to be a hedge against inflation, and that's why I'm stacking the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel, for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,500, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts on utilizing the silver and the gold as a tool, as a method of wealth preservation to act as a hedge against inflation? Is that your number one goal in terms of the silver and the gold? Is that your primary use of the precious metals? And not only that, if you'd been stacking silver since it was in the, I don't know, $17, $18 range, and stacking gold since it was in the $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 range. Obviously, the spot price of both metals have gone up quite a bit since then. Do you still consider it to be potentially the opportunity of a lifetime, a fire sale? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.